You're supposed to be Maverick. I'm supposed to be Rooster. What the hell?
Well, I'm Gooster.
Gooster.
How's that sound?
Bro. Check us out. What? I'm going to take these off because I can't do that.
I'm going to leave mine on.
What? This keeps going down. Anyway, here it is. Finally, check it out. I put all the money in and no, I can't take credit.
No,
damn
not
it.
at all.
Let There Be Rock, and we're gonna have a whole ad. I'll probably try to splice it into the video at some point. Maybe we'll like right in between when we cut. We could do that. Put a whole video. Nevermore Records. Let There Be Rock. This is the studio. Sup?
What's up?
So you find this on the movie?
I did. Yeah. How'd you like it?
Are we gonna start with that one?
Of course.
I got my show notes
Might
there.
as well.
Might as well, right?
I mean,
Might as
look,
well.
we're all
This isn't a
goosed
prosthetic.
out.
This isn't we went and shaved. Yeah. I did it professionally.
Did it at home. That's why I look like Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers, dude. That's funny. Your kid's telling you that. That's awesome. All right, so we got quite a bit to go through, so we're gonna try to speed through, which we suck at. Top Gun.
You feel the need?
I feel the need.
Need for speed.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. This movie sucked.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna get old. I'm gonna need to surprise you one of these days because it didn't suck. It was fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Let's start off with our rating. Let's just get that over with. That's just like ripping off a Band-Aid.
8.
Nah, we should have probably talked about it more because I can't decide. 8.5. Yeah, dude, it's because I want to give it a higher rating, but my only issue with it is this. If you take out the nostalgia and just the nostalgia, would it be as high? Because cinematically, it's a typical action-y movie. It's got the classic shots. It's nothing artistic. What was the one that we saw that was super? Oh, The Northman.
Yeah.
There was one before that one. But it's not that. It's not super cinematic. It's
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. It's not Rick and... No, not at all. So if you take that into consideration, is it really that good of a movie? I hate to say, but it really isn't. Thinking of just the nostalgia, for me, that's why it's so high. But it's my rating, so fuck it, 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
Yeah, because seriously, like you could nitpick that. Like the one thing that I would typically nitpick and be like, oh, this is just so fucking stupid. It's stupid, lazy writing. The fact that they found a way to get Maverick and Rooster into an F-14. I was a kind of a plane geek when I was a little kid, so I know the planes a little bit. So the fact that they got them into an F-14, which is a planes that they used in the first movie, that was fucking genius. From like just a movie making standpoint, story wise, so fucking stupid. It is really stupid. But because it got me crazy excited, I was like, fuck yeah.
Well,
So shit like that.
I mean, it was kind of like meh, that part. But them both being together, kind of like Maverick and his co-pilot are back again. You know what I mean?
Like another one, the where he sacrifices himself. They imply that he's dead, and then he goes back. It's like I blame Lord of the Rings, where they give you like 10 fucking endings. It's like, dude, pick one and stick with it.
Well, shit, I thought that the first scene with the SR whatever that he's flying, which is and then he blows up. I'm like, okay, they're gonna cut back and go, okay, this is after or something like that. That's exactly
that would be pretty cool, but.
And then he shows up in like a rural town, and
maybe
like,
they're planning for like when he's 75 to do like Top Gun 3 or some shit, so they don't want to kill him off. I don't know. But that actually would be pretty cool. Like they cut and
and I thought that was gonna be like a future scene,
right?
Them not. I mean, he's always getting in trouble. He's a fucking misfit. Would be pretty cool. You know what I mean? So through the whole movie, he's a damn misfit, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he's just doing the same shit that he did when he was younger. It's basically the same storyline, and he did, doing whatever the hell he wants, basically. Right. I think that's just basically why I like it the most. Yeah,
the other thing, and I
Jennifer Connelly,
good looking. She's a little too thin, but that's all right. We can feed her some fried chicken. That's a shout out for my Paul. Listen to his last episode. Speaking of which, there's a couple. Yeah, well, you'd have to listen. You weren't listening. We got a shout out on his last episode.
Oh, yeah?
You should have been listening. By now, fucker. Cinema Across Time is another one.
Oh,
he's gonna come out with his. If you haven't heard episode 5, you need to go listen to that one, and then he's gonna have Thor: Love and Thunder,
which you already saw, and he beat us.
But my buddy's half and half. Dude, that shit is fucking hilarious. Anyway, they're talking about fried chicken. What?
Jennifer Connelly, she's only 51.
Yeah, she's right around.
So you're telling me there's a
so
Nah, probably not.
No, probably not. But yeah, that was fun. Apparently, her character is in the first one.
Yeah, she's mentioned. She's mentioned because she's the corporal's daughter or some shit like that. I don't know. They mentioned her as like, the corporal's daughter or some shit like that. So yeah, let me see, because I
totally forgot why I started saying all this.
Fried chicken.
Some before that. What was it about the fried chicken? What got me started on the fried chicken?
Collard greens.
God damn
it. Her name is Penny Benjamin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought, dude, did you see Val Kilmer? Poor dude.
Dude, that was another one. That was another one that it got me super emotional because the guy's going through some serious shit. So for him to even push himself that much, I'm sure it drained him.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
Like crazy. So I can totally imagine that they were filming and then just had an hour or 2 hours just sitting there just reminiscing however they could. Like I got crazy emotional. The whole fucking movie had me all like tearing up the whole time. I was like, my daughter was sitting next to me. She's like, stop. And I'm like, I can't help it. But yeah, dude, there's just so much nostalgia in this movie. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This movie to me is going to not solidify, but I'm going to make the argument that Tom Cruise should be considered the best, if not one of the best actors of all time. Not based on actual dramatic acting, because you have the Christian Bales, you have the Daniel Day-Lewises, who are method actors, great at their craft. But overall, I don't know anybody that can pull off what Tom Cruise pulls off. Like, you can argue Jackie Chan as far as stunts.
Yeah.
But Tom Cruise has like Rain Man in his back pocket, where he's not the greatest dramatic actor, but more of a Renaissance man that just does everything.
Well, Top Gun, Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, The Mummy, American Made, Edge of Tomorrow, Risky Business, The Outsiders, Jerry Maguire, of course, War of the Worlds, Rain Man, like you said, The Last Samurai. I mean, Cocktail, A Few Good Men. The list goes on forever, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
and granted, he's going to need to... Vanilla Sky, there's not
Tropic
much
Thunder.
Action in the... fuck yeah, Tropic Thunder. Right? Fucking Les Grossman, best character ever. He doesn't... I'm not going to put him up as like best actor for any role or whatever. Yeah. Like, I get that. But overall, just that guy's... For him to be fucking flying that F-18 for real...
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude. And one of the Mission Impossibles in the helicopter scene that he has to do some maneuver that's already difficult.
Yeah.
He's actually flying. He's working the camera. He's acting, directing, piloting. Dude.
So he's comparable to Jackie Chan because Jackie Chan does all his stunts.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's directed. I'm sure he's directed.
I think he
before,
has. I'm pretty sure he has.
And he's an actor, of course. And
yeah, dude, it's just above and beyond. Like, that guy, he's going to go down in history as one of the best. Not, like I said, not as far as dramatic roles, but just overall ability it's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, there's a bunch of people that came on this movie from the last one, you know what I mean? Ed Harris, he's the... What did he say?
He wasn't in the first one.
He wasn't? I thought he was.
I don't think so.
Did they replace him with somebody else? Who was the other guy that was there? The other guy was the guy from Back to the Future. The
The bald guy. That guy's always pissed off. I wonder if he's ever made a happy movie. Poor guy.
No, never.
I doubt
it. Typecasted.
Right? So he's not even acting. It's just him.
Yeah. I don't know. I the nostalgia is what kind of like just drew me into the movie.
The fact that they did the volleyball scene without doing the volleyball scene, I didn't even pick up on it. Like that, and that's for me, like I've said, that's the other way that I tell that I really enjoyed a movie, because I was so caught up in watching it that I wasn't nitpicking it. Because if I wasn't enjoying it, I would have been like, bro, that's a fucking volleyball scene. Like, find a better way to. But it just flowed into the fucking movie. That I was just like, okay.
And I figured you weren't going to like it because they weren't oiled up enough. I figured that's one of the reasons you gave it 8.5 instead of 9.
Yeah, just dunk them in a fucking drum of oil and then put them out there. My daughter, of course, she's all gawking. And I'm like, you better settle the fuck down. Fucking ground you again.
And, to see these guys, Miles Teller and all the cast, young guys that are super fit, and then you see Tom Cruise, which is in his 50s.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
and he's out there shirtless, which I wouldn't fucking do.
Right? Jeez,
Can you imagine? Nobody wants to see that shit. Oh, and I had to throw this out there for anybody out there complaining about the whole inclusion thing, like, oh, they have a token black guy, oh, they have the token female. You can suck a nut because Stealth, back in whatever year it was, they had Jessica Biel as one of the top 3 pilots in the world, and nobody said shit, so you need to shut the hell up. Of course, probably most people weren't even alive then.
And Tom Cruise is 60 years old, and his birthday was actually the 3rd of July.
See, that's what I mean. Are you kidding me? 60?
He was born on the 4th of July, another movie.
And that's actually nothing but drama.
Yeah.
So... yeah, dude, I like I said, I'm not going to sit there and argue about Daniel Day-Lewis and shit like that. He's not that caliber of actor.
Yeah.
But I don't see Daniel Day-Lewis doing this shit. He probably would, knowing him, because he's another one that gets deep into his roles and shit.
Gee.
There Will Be Blood. I don't know how people don't like that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've never... oh, my God. There's something wrong with you. I need to replace you. So, moving on. You know what? And I just realized it ties in, not just Top Gun, but...
Hopper.
Stranger Things, Hopper. Shout out to Hopper.
He's back.
Okay, it's kind of sucks because I have one major thing to talk about Stranger Things. It's the thing that I'm most excited for, and that's saying a lot because there's a lot of crazy shit that happened in this last episode or last 2 episodes. So, like I said before, I wasn't as excited, and then season 3 happened. I got a little more excited, and then season 4 happened, and forget it.
6 to midnight.
Yes, 6 to midnight, and well. 11:30. No, anyway, I was gonna keep going. It's because it slides curvely to. Never mind. Anyway, where to begin, dude? You called it on the introducing a character and dies off.
Sorry, Eddie Munson.
Call that Eddie Munson. Well, Eddie Munson is gone. But have you seen that? The vampire thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be pretty interesting. Makes perfect sense.
Well, there's 2, spoilers, we should have said that maybe before. But everybody should have you should have watched it.
You should have watched it by now.
If you're that much of a fan, you should have watched it.
Pause, go watch, come back. Just make sure you come back. Don't forget that part. That's the most important part.
What did they forget?
Send us your number in the comments. We'll message you. We'll be like, bro, have you watched it yet? Go back and finish the podcast. What?
So there's like the bad guys in D&D.
Yes.
There's a vampire bad guy.
Yes.
And he got bit by bats.
Yes.
In the Upside Down. So they're saying maybe.
I'm hoping they go with it because they even show a picture of the character and he's got a shield that has spikes on it. And that's what Eddie has. So I'm hoping that they do because that actually would be pretty cool. I usually complain about them bringing back characters just because they're popular.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like they're bringing them back just because he's popular. It seems like this is part of the plan.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
They also said about Will's painting and the dragon.
Yes.
Because there's a dragon also, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Boris, I think.
I don't know.
Which is a very,
it's Bob.
very generic.
It's Bob.
Yes, but everybody's named Bob. All right, Burger Bob. Bob the Burger Man.
Barb. I don't remember the name of the dragon.
Boris. I'm telling you, it's Boris. It's some like the most generic villain name ever. It's like Boris.
Boris.
So I'm hoping that that's the case. The Eddie playing fucking Master of Puppets.
Yes.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I wanted to rewind that shit and just put on my fucking surround sound.
And if you didn't see it, we posted it on our story.
Yes. Yes, he did. I want to say we, but that's all him. Don't do that again. Jesse, you have the Mexican mustache doing that shit. No.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh my God, that's Deliverance. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. That gives off a rapey vibe. No, please don't.
I was gonna say what they called my mustache earlier, but I'm not gonna say it because
it's not politically correct.
It is not politically correct.
Perfect. We'll say
and it's not porn stash.
We'll say it and we'll leave it in the audio. We'll cut it out the video.
I forgot what it's called.
I don't remember. You didn't tell me.
Oh.
Babcock.
Anyways.
What the fuck that is. So overall, what do we think about?
I don't know, dude. I really like this. Everything.
Best season so far.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you one thing that I really, really didn't like. But
that Jim Hopper lost all that weight after he came back from he was ripped.
No, actually that makes sense, dude. He was in prison.
8 months. They said 8 months, right?
Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah. But it does have to do with him. That whole storyline, completely unnecessary.
for him to be in Russia?
Or not, I mean, for him to be in Russia, like, they made it irrelevant because he didn't get back in time to help. Like, it just seemed like a waste of time. He's still alive. I get that. He's probably going to have a big role to play in season 5.
Yeah.
But I think they spent too much time showing all of that stuff when they could have just made it quicker.
Okay, what was that dark matter shit that they had put away?
That's what I was thinking, though, because, okay, you show that, you could do that pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Are they going to make it to where he found a portal and that's how he gets back in time to help? Yeah. I thought it was going to be that kind of like a hero thing. Yeah. And they made him, I don't want to say irrelevant, but...
Well, for me, it always seemed throughout the whole season that they weren't able to make it back. Like, they couldn't come back. Every time they tried to get back, they weren't able to get back.
Right.
And for me, it was just like, okay, are they ever going to get back? And then when they didn't get back, I'm like, okay, I guess I felt the same way as you.
Yeah.
You know, but then with, what's that black shit called?
I forgot.
Anyways, it went on
shadow?
To the demigorgons, or what are those things?
The demidogs.
Right? So they said that they spread out and it got in them.
Right.
And then when they burned them, and he chopped the guy with the Conan sword.
We started. And
then, I was all like, I'm like, where the hell did that sword come from?
I'm waiting to find out. Like, I understand that they just had weapons for them to fight with or whatever. I get that, but I need a little more explanation. Dude, I got, like, pause, yell, tell Cinda, and Cinda's like, what the hell's going on? Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, that's Conan's fucking sword. Like, I'm that much of a fucking movie geek that I'm like, that's Conan's fucking sword. And apparently, from what I've read, it's the actual sword that was used in the movie.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
It's the actual prop that they use. And I'm like, dude, because I have this thing that I've said that if I ever start making, like, decent money to where I don't have to worry about paying bills and shit, I'm going to collect swords. And that's 2 swords that I have to absolutely have is Excalibur from the movie Excalibur and Conan's sword. And then I'm going to collect other swords.
Have you ever seen Conan's sword?
I don't like where this is headed.
I have a tattoo. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Right on the inner thigh to the knee.
No, we went to some Fun Pop or K-pop or some shit. Big Seattle like museum for music. I forgot what it was called.
Okay.
And they had it there. They had one of them there, I guess one of the props.
Conan's sword?
Yeah, dude, it's huge.
I bet. Arnie. Anyway. I don't know if there's much else to say to this. Whole fucking episode was just... it's a 2.5 hour episode, the last one that we're talking about. The one before that was 1 hour and 45, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
So they have a lot... That's one thing. It did not feel like 2.5 hours. I was just so excited to see what was going to happen next and stuff. It didn't feel like 2.5 hours. So they did really well. Of course, it's shot great. I love the darkness of the whole thing. Even the shots that are not really supposed to be dark are still kind of dark. So that's really cool. I've never once on this show complained about directing or cinematography or anything like that. So
just that storyline of Hopper. Where it kind of was like...
On the technical aspects that we're always talking about, it's done pretty well. I'm not going to say... It's not going to fucking win an Oscar anytime. Or not an Oscar, whatever the TV show's one is. Emmys?
Well, my thing is, like, how did they get all those monsters in Russia?
There's some plot holes for sure.
You know?
But they might have explained it or said something and then we just haven't picked up because, dude, that's one of the things I love about the TikTok videos and stuff. They go in depth.
Yeah.
And I catch so much shit that I wasn't watching or whatever, or send us talking to me and I'm like missing it.
So going back to the previous season, they were underground in that bunker.
Right.
Under the mall, which was generating the energy for them or something, right?
Something like that.
So I'm thinking maybe that's where they were pulling them from and they were taking them to Russia.
Right.
Because
last season they were talking a lot about what they had the Russian guy, so they probably explained it all in season 3. I
think so. We just
like our shitty memory. We're like demigorgons,
right? So then that's probably where they pulled them from.
Yeah.
But what's really weird is the Americans started there at that site, the main site, and the Russians were underground doing the same shit in the same city.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is taps into the fear of the 80s because that's what people were afraid of, that there were sleeper agents and fucking double agents.
And they were always there
and they were there the whole time.
At your mall.
Why
not just go to one when you could have them all?
It's like now. Right? That was a bad joke. Like right now, where would you go? McDonald's and Starbucks.
Right?
Not that they're sponsoring us or anything. What else?
Max?
Yeah.
So there's a theory that Vecna still has Max, because when 11 went to the whatever she goes to, the black middle,
upside down.
The upside down. No, she doesn't go to the upside down. Does she go to the upside down when she like goes like into her trance or whatever? And it's all black.
And that's what they're saying in the theory, because she goes there, I guess psychologically her body is still here, but mentally she's there. So that's what they're saying. That's why she's in a coma, because her consciousness is in the upside down while her body is here.
And I thought she was going to die.
Well, technically she did.
Oh, yeah, she did for what? 10 minutes or something? What is it?
I think they said she was without oxygen or brain dead for like a minute or some shit like that. Yeah, so which is a lot.
Her arms, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, that was... Yeah, when I saw that, when I figured out what was kind of happening, I'm like, that's fucking brutal, because she's experiencing that shit and then she's going to live.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
ouch.
That's pretty bad.
But, dude, that, Eddie dying, the whole episode is really, really good. I do agree with the other thing was that they, somebody was complaining that they spent very little time on Eddie passing. Like, oh, he dead. Okay, cool. But then they spent like a ridiculous amount of time with, oh, I forgot her name. The chick that's all in love with the Molly Ringwald looking chick.
Oh, Robin?
Yeah. That they spent like a whole scene just showing. And I'm like, okay, we get it. She's been all gaga this whole time. But I'm like, Eddie dying was probably more important.
You know who her parents are?
No.
Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Wait, Robin's?
Yeah. That's why she looks like Uma Thurman when she was young. You haven't seen the same?
No, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't even know that. Cool. Yeah. So
yeah, I think they kind of overplayed that a little bit, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So should we cut there?
Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? I'm just kind of...
Let's plow through Finch. That doesn't sound right, but let's do Finch real quick, because there's not a whole lot to say about that movie. Can we do it
in 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
You. Rating.
Me?
Rating.
I give it 6.5.
For those that don't realize, we do ratings mostly on the movies, not really the shows.
And then, when we look back, we don't even remember what they rate.
Yeah,
we rate them as.
Yeah,
unless we talk to them or talk about it
again. This is the perfect thing
really?
For us to do for when we get Alzheimer's and shit.
Right, yeah,
it's going to be like, oh, shit, those guys are funny.
We did watch that.
Kind of stupid, though. Anyway, so 6 what?
I would say 6.5. Pushing 7.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it, but...
I might change your mind. So you're at what, 6.5?
I would say 6.5.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5, which isn't that far from yours. And the only reason is because it didn't do anything fantastic. I've seen other movies that tried to do the same. Chappie tried to do the same thing and failed miserably. So this is way better than that. But Castaway kind of did the same thing with Tom Hanks by himself with not inanimate object, but something that's not human.
Yeah.
I got a Wall-E vibe from it. It's pretty good. You know what? I'm probably going to drop it to a 7, come to think of it. Because honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again.
Visually
fucking really fantastic. Good. The CGI is really good.
I like
with
the premise robots. Of the story. The robot, you know what?
I Am Legend is another one that already did it.
But, so, did you watch... Have you seen The Good Doctor on ABC?
No.
Okay, have you seen...
We're not going to make it.
I'm not gonna make it. I know. Dude.
Keep going. We'll figure it out.
The kid from The Good Doctor. This kid.
That kid.
What's his name? Freddie Highmore. He came out on This
is why we need to research ahead of time.
I know.
We need to revamp.
He was in a show.
He was in a show
that had to do with the Amityville Horror.
In a show or a movie?
Bates Motel.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
No, I don't know if it's him or not, but he the voice of the robot.
Oh no.
Sounds
I looked up the kid that does the voice. It's Caleb something.
Oh.
What's his kid's name?
Freddie.
No. Mercury. The other guy's Caleb Michael something. I've never seen him before, but anywho. And with that, we'll be right back.
Okay, that's good.
And we're back to Moat 9, episode 40.
Damn.
40. Just to throw it out there. It's in the middle of the episode, but this is the last episode. That's why we're stupid excited because we did the whole shaving thing, Top Gun studio, for the last episode of this season, which is a little weird because apparently most podcasts don't really do seasons.
I don't know.
Supposedly, apparently, whatever. But we do,
and we can,
and we do for Naum. We do video as well. How about that?
Yeah,
fucker. Mm-hmm. So that was Stranger Things. We did Finch. Okay. We did mention Cinema Across Time. We probably should have done it at the beginning, but let's just throw that out there. Mr. James Caan, rest in peace, gave us some amazing fucking movies. I know him from a bunch of movies that a lot of people have, not that they haven't heard of, but they're not as popular.
He was on Breaking Bad, right?
He was not in Breaking Bad.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call, no, wasn't there either. Any movie that you could think of.
He was in a casino. What was it called? It was like on ABC or NBC. He was in a casino series too. He owned the casino. It was pretty good.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah,
unless you're fucking around, I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay, you're serious about that one?
Yes.
But of course, Sonny from The Godfather. Who doesn't fucking know that one? Wait,
seen The Godfather.
Is that the one you haven't seen, fucker?
I haven't seen The Godfather.
You know what? You technically have the job, but we're gonna have to do like a mid-job interview to see if you get to keep your job.
And he was on one of my favorites, Elf.
There you go. Wait, that is your number one movie, isn't it?
Yeah, Christmas movie. Yeah.
Wait, number one movie or number one Christmas movie?
Number one Christmas movie.
What's your number one movie all time?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, give me top three in no order.
Maybe like Forrest Gump, Endgame. I really like Elf, actually.
That's what I was gonna say. I think we did. I think we did that episode, and you said Elf.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure you said Elf. Anyway, James Caan, thank you, sir. May you rest in peace. That was unfortunate. Thank you for the memories.
He was in The Godfather, right?
He was in The Godfather. He's Sonny. He's the older brother. He's the one that's supposed to take over from Don Corleone from Marlon Brando. Mm-hmm. He gets killed off, and then Michael takes over. I'm just letting you know so that you know how important you're making that face. It's something about the mustache. All right, so that means we end with
The Boys.
The Boys. You'll have to remind me because I don't remember shit about this episode. This is the episode where...
Oh my gosh, dude. There was so much shit happening, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, the biggest thing for those that haven't watched, go back, watch it, come back. Blah, blah, blah. Go over there, whatever, you know what I mean.
Just don't leave. Just stay.
Yeah, you know what? There you go. Just have a different screen. Have two screens. One where you're watching the podcast, one where you're watching the show, and then you can pause, watch, and then never mind.
Season 3.
This is where we find out that...
Episode 7.
It's a big reveal, so I'm just going to start with that. We find out that Homelander is Soulja Boy's love juice product. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke.
I didn't see that coming.
But oh wait, porn stash. Put on the porn glasses.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming at all.
Didn't see that coming. Got me right in the eye. Okay, that was too far.
I didn't. Yeah. No, I really didn't.
Neither did I. I hate to say that I dislike the show enough to where I'm not paying that much, not like super detailed attention.
Yeah.
So when shit like that happens, it catches me off guard. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, that was pretty cool.
So you're probably just watching, paying attention, then like boobies. Oh,
kind of, but there seems to be more dicks in this show than boobies. So there's that.
I'm trying to.
Told you A-Train wasn't dead.
Oh,
Told ya.
Yeah, she brought him back, and she used that fool's heart, right?
Fool Hawk's heart to keep him alive. Yep.
And he was just like, oh, he looked so pissed off.
Yeah.
Here comes a candlelight. Oh, here comes a candle to light you in bed. That's what it's called. Episode 7.
I don't understand how Starlight is able to go back into the building and not just be beat the fuck up by a Homelander. Like, she is threatening the whole company and shit, and they just let her walk in and do her thing. That seemed a little dumb.
Maeve, dude.
I'm way over Butcher's bullshit. Maeve, what about Maeve?
Well, why Homelander has her locked up,
dude? That was in this Me Too, post Me Too era and shit. That's already fucked up. Yeah. But the way that they portrayed that scene, even I got like, that's
basically, I will impregnate you.
Yeah.
And you will like it. No, I think he's gonna pull her eggs or whatever.
Yeah, but still, but that's what I mean. With everything going on with like the abortion stuff, I think it was unfortunate timing, but it kind of worked out for the story.
Yeah.
It makes it that much creepier.
Yeah, it does.
It really does, and that sucks because overall, that whole concept just no. That's just no. That makes him a bigger piece of like. Anytime he seems to have something that's like, oh, he's not that bad. It's just he had a fucked up childhood. What? Then he does some shit, and it's like, no, he's a piece of shit. Like,
hey, and Butcher's storyline, dude.
Butcher's storyline, dude. I would like to find out what was filmed first because I get the feeling that they saw Moon Knight and were like, oh, that's like a really good idea. Let's do that. It's very reminiscent to me of Moon Knight, like the abuse thing and that he figured out a way. But yeah, that one with...
But the dad came out in one of the first seasons.
Yeah, and it explains why he's so much of an asshole. Yeah. But the fact that he had that revelation and then still does what he does.
Yeah, he's like...
I'm like, okay, he's not that bad of a guy. And then he does it. I'm like, motherfucker, no,
still?
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
like,
a piece of shit.
That's one of the things that I kind of like because it's... Even the heroes, like I said, they have their major faults, and nobody's really a good guy, except maybe Huey, but he's the one that comes off as a little bitch.
Right.
So nobody's really that great.
I can see Butcher, dying in the series, because of that. Because
I would see that.
Insta B or whatever they call it. I don't know. Partial B or...
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of a joke, but I can't. It's just not working.
The V in me.
The V in me. Going right back to Herogasm.
Sorry, dude. But yeah, and then when Starlight finds out, there's side effects to using this temporary V or whatever they want to call it. You know what I mean? She's very concerned for Huey. Yeah. Hey, let me go back to something really quick.
Uh-oh. How far back?
Fantastic Four with Miles Teller.
Okay. He was Reed Richards?
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to like the height thing about Huey.
Okay.
So do you remember how tall they kind of all looked? They all looked kind of like the same.
Yeah.
He looked kind of scrawny, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him standing next to...
Starlight?
No. Miles Teller in Maverick. I'm going to go back. Sorry. Something I just totally forgot.
What the hell?
So, okay, Huey, remember I was talking about how small he looked in the first season?
Yes.
And now he looks like really huge, even before he took the V?
Uh-huh.
So Miles Teller, I had the same thought for him in Fantastic Four. And then I saw him on TV with Tom Hanks, and I was like, "What? Have you seen it?"
Well,
we'll put the picture right here so you can check it out.
Yeah, make sure to send it to me because I don't know. Well, the only thing I'll say about that is the one for the boys makes sense because it's in the show.
Yeah,
and it doesn't match up. But if you're talking about you saw a scene from a movie or show, and then you saw him in a real life picture, that doesn't really count because they play with that stuff all the time. Because actually, Cinda's the one that pointed it out. Apparently, when in Top Gun, when he's standing next to Jennifer Connelly, there's a shot
the same height.
Well, there's a shot where you can apparently see his boots.
No,
like he's wearing like heeled boots and shit.
Oh.
So they do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So if you see him in real life, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm looking for
because apparently I think he's like 6'4".
Yeah, he's a big dude. Look at this. Look at that.
But then the guy that played his dad in the first one was pretty tall. Yeah.
And he looks like a big dude. Like this guy's huge.
To be fair, the other thing is Tom Cruise is a fucking midget. Sorry, dude. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you the details later. But just the gist of it, I was gonna do a short tall joke as well, with the thing that we did at the beginning.
Oh,
I'll tell you the details of it. I was like,
nah. The other way around.
Kind of.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah. But I was like, but yeah, because Tom Cruise is like 5'6", 5'7". Which is another thing because people are like, oh, he's super short. And I'm like, he's 5'7". That's not that short.
It's not super, super short.
Fucking tallest, heightest.
It's not that short.
Anyway.
It's not.
Where were we?
Anyways, back to the boys. I really like it, dude. I like it because it's not like Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
We're getting that other, the other side of it. The R-rated side of it.
The more realistic, like we were saying last episode, it's way more realistic because people with superpowers would probably be 99% assholes.
Exactly.
Even the supposed good guys, they'd be assholes.
It's just you see all their flaws. You see where they're coming from. Blah blah blah. All this shit. I don't know. I can't remember anything else besides the thing that happened with Maeve, the V.
That's most of the episode. The most of it was Soldier Boy, Butcher, and Huey going after the guy, and then
the eyeball guy, right? Or the guy with the eyes,
the one that puts you to sleep, and then seeing Butcher's story. That was most of the episode. That was like the gist of this episode.
And then trying to keep Soldier Boy high because he has like PTSD.
Oh my god! Yes, it's in my head. I said the gist of the episode, and in my head, your dumbass was like the jizz. What about the jizz? Like, no, stupid. That was Heroism.
Episode before.
Yes.
So the new episode released today, which I didn't watch.
Yeah, we didn't get to see it. So yeah, so for anybody watching this, like, yes, we know we're recording on Friday. It came out today, episode but 8. By the time you see this, we'll have watched it.
And do you know how many episodes there is?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the last one. No, this is episode 7. So I think there's 8. If I'm not mistaken, it's this week and then next week. Okay. So that's kind of the bad thing. You won't hear our final review of The Boys until the beginning of August when we come back. Yeah. It's going to seem like forever. Call someone, a loved one, somebody that you can talk to cope through these times that you're going to be without us. Why are you laughing? You're going to... No.
Sorry.
But, yeah.
I'm listening. I'm looking, sure but I'm laughing at you because I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be like we're gonna be hurting. Yeah, we're gonna be hurting pretty bad because really not being able to. It's not that we can't record, but the end of The Boys, Thor: Love and Thunder is gonna be a really tough one to not record.
And Cinema Across Time,
they're gonna have their episode on that coming out soon.
Yeah, it's real soon actually, and there's only 8 episodes for The Boys. So
next week is gonna be the last.
Today's the last episode.
I thought this was 7.
No, this is 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. So if we had managed to squeeze that in, but there's going to be The Boys to finish up, Thor: Love and Thunder. There's 2 other things I can't remember right now.
They're coming out?
Oh, dude, that was another one. Stranger Things is not planned until, as of right now, 2024.
What?
Yeah.
They're going to be like in their 30s.
We're going to, yeah, exactly.
What's coming out? Uncharted.
Uncharted, it's already out.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
What the hell?
Dude?
It's gonna be tough. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff coming out. We won't even mention it because there's no point. We're not gonna be talking about it until August anyway.
I can't even.
But yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. The only good thing is that it gives us plenty of time to watch it. But I want to go right now. Oh wait, you're going tomorrow, huh?
I am going tomorrow.
You rat bastard. Maybe I'll take Ludo. We'll watch it tomorrow.
Go.
But then. You know what we could do?
What's that?
In the meantime,
we sneak in. I'll open the door for you.
We could do mini reviews on TikTok or Instagram.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about that off camera. Okay, sir. Thank you for shaving. This was fun.
It's not fun.
It was for me. Dude. I'm gonna keep this shit for a while. This shit is fucking funny.
My wife hates it.
Oh, my whole family hates it, but that's okay. That makes it even more fun. The studio, once again, Nevermore Records. Let There Be Rock. We'll figure out which of the 2 we put on here. Right there. Should be the Nevermore.
Yeah.
It should be at the beginning anyway. Thank you, Paul, for having us here.
Yes.
Got to record on real equipment.
Yeah.
And we still managed to have a technical difficulty.
It's okay.
Fuck yeah.
It's okay.
That's our pattern. That's our motif.
That's our MO.
That's our MO. And bummed out that that's it. But the finale, that's it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Season 2 in the books.
See ya.
And we'll see you
Season
the beginning of August. Oh, we get to film the other thing too. Yeah, I'm excited for season 3. I can't wait.
Very.
As always, guys, be good to each other, and more importantly, be good to yourselves.
Peace.
And we're done.